Hi, my name is Wayne Talley. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I live here in Lunenburg, Massachusetts, right down the street over at Hickory Hills Lake. And today we're going to go over a quick half-hour routine where we're going to work the whole body. So starting at the largest muscle groups, the legs, the hips, moving to the back, the chest, shoulders, arms, and then of course the core. The core being the abdominals and the lower back. We just need a few pieces of equipment to do these workouts. Let me show you. We've got here the fit ball, which we're going to use for a few of the exercises. I've got a mat, keep you nice and comfortable. You can use a yoga mat also. And then a couple of light dumbbells, because there will be some weightlifting that we'll also be doing. Great. Okay, before you start any exercise routine, you should always stretch out. Get loose, get the muscles warmed up. And the best way to do that is to start from the head and work your way down. So let's rotate the head in a clockwise fashion. Just get the neck muscles nice and loose. That's it. Good, good. Next thing you want to work on is the shoulders. So the best way is bring your arms up over your head, grab your right elbow with your left arm, and then pull to the side, just like that. You'll also stretch the obliques, the muscles at the sides of the abdomen. So give it a nice, gentle pull on the right side, and then just switch to the left. Excellent. Now I like to do some shoulder rotation. So we'll start with our arms laterally out to the sides, and we'll rotate. Nice small circles. That's it. Bring them to the front. Get the forearms loose a little bit, bringing the fingers in and out. Up over the head. That's it. And then finally down at the sides. Good. Okay, let's get the hips engaged now. So hands on hips and just do some twisting, left and right. Again, these are for the oblique muscles, which I'm pointing at right now. Sides of the abdomen. Good. Get nice and loose. I teach this class a couple of nights a week. We do pretty much the same routine we're going to do today. That's an hour-long program. We're going to truncate it a little bit today. Then let's work on the knees. Put your hands on your knees. Call this the Betty Boop. Just do a nice little rotation, clockwise. Get the knees nice and loose. And then counterclockwise. Good. Great. We're going to do a couple of leg stretches now. I'm going to bring the mat over. Sitting on the mat. Right leg extended. Bring your left foot in to the right knee and touch your toe. Touch that right hand to the right foot on your toe. Good. Stretch out your back a little bit too. Excellent. All right, do a switch. Good. That's it. Great. We're going to do one lower back stretch. So on your knees right now, sitting back on the butt, and just extend your hands, slide them on the mat. That's it. Just give your lower back a nice stretch. Great. Everybody's nice and loose now. Let's get the mat out of the way. So remember what I said in the beginning. Largest muscle groups to smallest muscle groups. So the first thing we're going to do is the legs. So I'm going to grab one of my dumbbells. I'm going to show you goblet squats. Now the weight of the dumbbell depends on the individual. I'm going very light here. I think these are 5s. I would normally use probably 20s or 25s in an exercise like that. But whatever works for you. In fact, if you have a whole rack of dumbbells, that's even better because your legs are much stronger than your arms, and you'd be able to switch dumbbells throughout the exercise routine. So it's called the goblet squat because you hold the weight like a goblet, but with both hands. Get a nice wide stance, and you're going to squat down. Keep the back, the head up, and the back straight. So it's down like this. 1, 2. We're going 15 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great. All right, you can put the dumbbell down. Now the next exercise I call elbows to knees. So we're going to start with our left knee and our right elbow. And we're going to bend up like that. And we're going to kind of go back and forth in somewhat rapid succession. It's a little bit of an aerobic exercise, but not too strenuous. So now we're going to do 15 on each side, so we'll do 30. Ready? In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got Joe the cameraman doing this. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Excellent. Okay, next exercise. No weights necessary. It's called a squat twist. So we're squatting down like this, hands out straight, coming back up and twisting. So right arm back, left arm out, and then on successive repetitions, we'll twist the other way. Let's go for another 30. So we're down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, almost there. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, good job on legs. Excellent. Please grab your dumbbells. Need both of them this time. So one of the latest changes maybe in fitness is to do more compounding exercises. In other words, don't do an exercise that only engages the legs, only engages the back. Find more exercises that compound multiple muscle groups. People get their workouts done more quickly. Very popular right now. So we're going to do that. We're going to go from legs to back. And this first exercise utilizes both. It's called a good morning. So we're going to bend at the waist, touch the toes, and come straight back up. So when we bend down like this and touch the toes, we engage the hamstrings. When we come back up like this, we engage the back, the lower back. There's one. Let's go for 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, now the back's involved. Let's really involve it and isolate it a little bit. So what we're going to do now is bend at the waist and do a rowing exercise with both arms. So keep the dumbbells, bend at the waist, and then row up straight like that. Back needs to be parallel to the floor. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just 12 this time, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good job. All right, time for the fit ball. So let's roll out the fit ball. Fit ball is kind of an easy way to bring a bench to your exercise equipment inventory. Much less expensive than a bench, easier to store away. But a lot of the exercises that you'd normally use a bench for, you can use the fit ball. So you grab one dumbbell, you sit on the fit ball, you adjust your shirt that your wife bought you this morning. So any flesh that I show today, honey, it's your fault. And you're going to walk out like this till the fit ball's right at your neck and your upper back. Again, you're going to hold the dumbbell like a goblet right over your face. And you're going to bring the dumbbell straight back like that and up. So now we've moved from the back to the chest. This is actually a rib cage expansion exercise. You're going to feel the pectorals, the chest muscles, flex at this point, and you're going to feel them stretch along with your rib cage at this point. So this is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go for a little more expansion. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great. So there's one chest exercise. Let me show you a couple more. We're going to go to bench presses and flies. Take your 2 dumbbells, put them on opposite sides of your pad here. You're going to be sitting down. Lay back, knees bent, grab your dumbbells and hold them right over yourself like this in an inline position, I call this. And it's going to be a bench press. So what you're going to do is back the weights all the way back to the floor and then bring them up. When I was 15 and I got my first weight set, I didn't have a bench. So this is how I used to do the bench press. Okay, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go back to 12, 11, 12. So the reason I bring up that point is because you always need to innovate when you exercise. People that travel, they're in hotel rooms, just a couple of very light dumbbells, and you can do these exercises right in your hotel room. Okay, now it's a parallel grip. The weights are held in a parallel fashion. The elbows are bent. We try to disengage the shoulders and the triceps. There's the triceps, you know where your shoulders are, and just work on the pectorals. So you're stretching at this point and you're hugging. Consider yourself hugging a tree. Okay, there's 3. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great. Good job. All right, back up on our feet. All right, so we've done legs, we've done back, we've done chest. Let's work on the shoulders now. So we're going to bring back the fit ball. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of room here. Push the mat back. And we're going to hit the shoulders, one right after another. Now the first shoulder exercise we're going to do is called the I don't know. Because it looks like you're saying, I don't know. It's actually a trapezius shrug. The trapezius muscles run from the shoulder to the neck. The football players have them. They seem to start way up here and go down like that. Mine are quite a bit smaller. But they get stimulated by raising the shoulder girdle. That's when you engage your trapezius. They actually run to the center of your back. They make up a big part of your back muscles also. But they're usually part of the shoulder routine because they attach at the shoulders, at the deltoids. That's the other name for the shoulder. So what we're going to do is shrugs, and we're going to do 12 of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys should see the cameraman. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good job. All right, we haven't talked about breathing. I'm going to show you a shoulder press. I'm going to clean the weights to my shoulders, and I'm going to press it up above over my head. Anytime you exert yourself, that's when you exhale. So right now I'm taking a deep breath, and I exhale. Every exercise you do, exert, exhale. Just remember the 2 EXs. All right, so we're not going to do that exercise right now. We're going to build up to it. We're going to do lateral raises. The shoulders are made up of 3 muscles. Anterior, your front, medial, the middle, and posterior, the rear. So the first thing we're going to go after is the medial deltoid. So we're going to do lateral raises like that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The key to this exercise, these dumbbells are definitely too light for me because I should be straining at this point, is that you're not rocking like that and engaging other muscle groups, which would be the back once I start doing that. Even the lower back is used when I cheat like that. You want to be very strict, very upright with your posture, and just elevate the arms. It really focuses on the middle shoulder and where it ties into the upper arm. So let's hit the front deltoids. So we're going to do front raises like this. Exactly like that, alternating. So we'll do 8 each side. We'll do 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Almost there. All right, clean the dumbbells. We're going to press them up over our heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, the only part of the shoulder we haven't hit yet is the rear deltoid. Kind of a tough one to hit. You're going to have to fold yourself over like that. Almost put your chin to your knees and then raise the dumbbells in this fashion. This is where you want the dumbbells to be really light. Here we go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Hold on to the dumbbells, sitting on the fit ball. All right, again, we've hit the legs, the back, the chest, the shoulders. Now we're going to hit the biceps, front of the upper arm, and the triceps, the back of the upper arm. Easiest exercise in the world, and one that's probably everyone's done, is a dumbbell curl. But what I like to do is supinate the wrist, twist the wrist. So hold them at your sides like you're holding a pair of hammers, and then come straight up like that and twist the wrist. Because the biceps has 2 functions. It raises the forearm and it twists the wrist. So let's go 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Drop that left one. Bring the right dumbbell up over your head. We're going to hit the triceps. Whenever you do biceps and triceps work, you pretty much lock your elbows. You don't want this part from your shoulder to your elbow of your arm moving. Lock it out. And now you're going to hit this muscle group right here, particularly since it's triceps, means there's 3 muscles. We're hitting the inner head here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Flip arms. Left arm now in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a very quick, short arm workout because we have to get to the core. Those tummy muscles. So let's get the dumbbells out of here. Let's keep the fit ball. Let's bring the pad over, and let's do my favorite abdominal core exercise, which I call the ball crunch. So stay there, ball. It's the one bad thing about the fit ball. It tends to roll away. You're going to jackknife your body. So in the beginning, you've got the ball up over your head, between your hands, your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and you're going to play catch between your hands and your feet. And this is how the game is played. Up and down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Having fun yet? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Okay, the next exercise. Stay in the same position. Knees bent, hands at your side. We're just going to do a conventional crunch. Engages the upper abs. The ball crunch is great because it engages the upper abs when you're passing to your arms and engages the lower abs when you elevate your legs. So here it's all upper abs, hands at your sides. If it's more comfortable for you, you can put your hands behind your head if you need more neck support. So we slide our trunk up, our hands on the mat, and then bring our trunk up like this. So there's 1, 2, 3, just 15 today. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, here's one you're going to love. Maybe you've already done it before. It's called the plank. So you're going to support yourself not in a push-up position like this, but instead with your elbows and keeping your hips down like this. This is a proper front plank. So let's just count out, how about 15 real slow. My hips down? That's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, if you find that you're having some issues maybe with your shoulders, your triceps, any kind of sawing back and forth of your body to find a comfort zone is perfectly acceptable. If you need to bring your hips up a little bit, that's fine too. What you want to do with the plank, though, is hold it as long as possible. 60 seconds if you can. All right, excellent. We've engaged all the muscle groups. Now I promised you a cool down. So we're going to do pretty much the same thing we did when we started. So let's start with the neck. Let's do rotations. Clockwise. Let's go ear to shoulder. Again, here you can do as many of the cool down exercises as you prefer. I'm just showing you as many as I can in this half-hour session. We can certainly go over this more later. Let's go front to back. And then what I call look both ways. Good, let's go back to my favorite shoulder. Stretch arms, get them, reach them way up there. Feel that stretch. Get up on your toes a little bit and grab that right elbow with your left hand and pull. You'll feel it in the shoulder, again a little bit in the oblique. Good. Good, again hold it as long as you feel like you need it. I just want to show you the technique. Now we're switching arms. As we say in Boston, we're switching arms. Is this my left arm or right arm? There we go. All right, good. Let's do a little rotation. Get the fingers going too. Good. Forearm, shoulders. That's why we do the fingers. It gets the forearms going. Beautiful. Okay, last time on hips, we did turns. Now we're going to do hula hoops. Remember hula hoops? So you put your hands on your hips and you hula hoop. First go clockwise. Kind of feel like I'm doing the Hully Gully too. You put your right foot in, you take your right foot out. Counterclockwise. There we go. Spinning movements are good. Get those rotator muscles going. Let's get the knees going now. We did this one before. The Betty Boop. I think Betty Boop did this. Both clockwise and counterclockwise. All right, good. Let's get the mats out and do a few of these. I'll show you a couple more moves. First one we're going to do is called climbers. So you're going to sit back like this. You're going to bring your left knee up, leg back down. Right knee up, right leg back down. Just back and forth, just like this. This is actually stimulating up here in the upper thigh, closer to the hip. Really haven't gotten that area yet. So we call these climbers. Let's do a few of these. All right, good. Another one we didn't do is stretch the quadricep. Left ankle, bring it back. Left hand, pull. Quadricep muscle, 4 largest muscles of the frontal thigh. I think they're the only 4 muscles of the frontal thigh, but they're the largest ones too. There you go. Pull that back, good stretch. This is a great pre-running stretch too. Joe's over here stretching. Keep stretching, Joe. Keep giggling too, I like it. All right, we're gonna do the right leg now. Good, good, good. Excellent. All right, I think we're done. So next time we can go into a little bit more depth on certain body parts, maybe a little bit more on the legs, maybe a little more on the chest. We're definitely going to do more core. I just showed you 3 exercises. We've got Russian twists to do later on, and several other exercises we can do for the abdominal, oblique, lower back area. We can talk a little bit more about stretching and other exercises we can do, and maybe even do a little bit more aerobics in the routine. But thank you very much. Have a good day.